Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the drive-by-wire mod. This mod also works with Create Simulate and a lot of other Create add-ons. So, for example, I have just a spinning block up here. Yeah, and I want it so that when I press space, it turns in a different direction. So to do that, I would place down a link controller hub, grab a cable, connect to this, and then scroll and key jump. And jump is space for me. So I connect that like that.
Just here to cheer you up. I can sing a song, telephone back, or help you with homework.
And now that's connected. And if I grab a linked controller and tap on it like that, this controller is now connected to that hub. Whenever I hold space, it turns on that gear shift wirelessly. And if, for example, you accidentally connected to like a ton of things, you can click on them to remove it. But if you just want to remove them all at once, you can use a cable cutter. That just removes every cable from the network. So if you connect that, it works. And that's basically how you use the drive-by-wire mod. There's the network backup block. That I'm not sure how you use. I haven't went too far into the mod yet. So that's a very simple mod. And also if you have drive-by-wire typewriter installed, you can use a typewriter hub and do the same thing with that. But you have a lot more keys to work with. That might take a bit longer to set up. Create thrusters is just basically a Create Simulated add-on. That adds in quite a lot of stuff. Like a physics staff. And this is, I think, just a survival friendly version. And the main thing is the thruster that can move something made in Create Simulated without having to put a huge windmill in front of it. And also, I'm going to show you how you make a very simple hot air balloon with Create Simulated. To make it, I'm just going to grab a little 3x3 platform. This can be as big as you like, but remember, the bigger your build is the bigger of a balloon you're going to need. I'm actually going to make it a bit bigger, like this. And now I'm going to grab some honey glue and a physics assembler and fences. You don't need this to be fences. I just like it to be more aesthetic. I find it the most aesthetically pleasing. I'm actually going to make this one bit bigger. And also, I would grab a construction diagram.
I can't grab images, but I can help explain a construction diagram or guide you through it. Just tell me what part you're curious about.
So you connect that, and then you connect the burner to there. Sorry, but here you can see it's 30 kilopixelgrams or something. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to place a lever next to it and grab a seat. Do not flick the lever on until you're sitting in the seat. And I'm going to just make a quick border around it. You don't need this, but I just like it one for safety purposes. That's weird. Just make sure you don't get stuck here. I'm kind of phasing through that. Now you sit down and flick the lever. And now you wait. If in here it is completely full and you're not moving at all, look at this. The balloon force is 300. But if we turn on gravity, gravity is pulling us down with 400. But we have a balloon force of 300. So we're not going to be able to go up. There's two fixes for it. The first one is to make your ship smaller. And the other is to make a bigger balloon. The reason I had to do a cut is because my recording glitched. And now if I just turn it on again, look here, we can see the balloon lift force. And once it gets to about 450, you're starting to go up. This is why I told you to sit. You don't have to, but it's better. If you like it to be a bit more stable, just build out something back here. If I put on some goggles, I can see this is a very light block. And I guess we're just going to go a bit at an angle up now. And if you grab just like an andesite propeller and a motor of some kind, head it to the front here. Oh, shifting sometimes doesn't work. Oh. Ah, it's sometimes annoying. And if I turn this motor on, give it enough force, it's going to propel us backwards, but we want to go forward, so we flip this motor around. And now it's going to kind of turn us into a helicopter, but slowly even out. So now we're traveling here. I have no idea what this is. Oh, it's just a wolf. But you can see, we now have just a very simple airship here, flying across. And if we wanted to, I'm right now going to just freeze this in the air. So now we're not going to move at all. Even if I completely remove our lift force, it's not going to move at all. So I'm going to just grab a propeller bearing and grab some windmill sails. And this is how you get more force going in. And then I'm going to make this go super fast. That right now, if I for example use an ender pearl, that'll push it away. And if I try, and it'll also propel me forward. If I try to shoot at it, it just will fling it away. I'm sorry, that's a bit laggy. Wait 1 second. My recording froze. As you can see, you can just throw ender pearl and it, oh, missed, and it just flings it away. So if you I guess ender pearls are just laggy. So I'm not going to throw any more ender pearls. But this is where the pearl landed, right here, from all the way up there. And now, if I just jump onto my airship, sit down and hit it with this, I'm going to go in circles. Then I'm just going to turn on her lift. I see the reason. We've got to flip this again. So we're going to just destroy some things. But that's fine. I think I've got to give him our wee airship. The little wee in the sky pause. Sitting down. If you double tap F5, you can enter contraption camera. That is a lot better. And if I just hit this anywhere here, we can go in circles. But I don't think we necessarily want to go in circles, do we? So right now, this is just going up and up. Also, a cool trick is if you do that an accident, if you grab, I'm going to put in a gyroscopic propeller bearing instead, and if you grab slime balls, any two physics objects that are near each other and have full blocks, You can basically just connect any two fill blocks as long as it's on a physics contraption. And that'll glue them together, and now they're just one again.
The work is finished when an artist realizes his intention.
As you can see, this is tilted right now. If I just sit down and unanchor this, this is going to try and lift us into the sky. And as we can see, it's failing. That's mostly because of our balloon being heavy. So I'm just going to turn up our hot air burner. And goodbye. Sit down. Set the time today. And now, if I press this, we should hopefully go up into the sky. There's nothing special in the sky. You can just basically use this as at the top of a helicopter, and it'll automatically try and level that out. But very wonky. It's very weird trying to build on the opposite side of a contraption. I'm not 100% sure about how exactly they did this, but I have some sort of idea. So I just need that, and that. As long as this is completely the same, it should be able to send us sky high. As we can see, we're already a lot above the sky, 300 blocks. But if you look at the coordinates of the targeted block, you can see how far away they are. They're on the very, very right. You'll probably not see it, but yeah, they are like 2 billion blocks away. And they just show them here. So that's how they probably do it. But I'm not sure how they do all this without that much lag. And now just showing this. And we are going up and up. And I think that's how I'm going to end this video off today. So make sure to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment and a like if you would like to see more videos like this. If there's anything else you would like it to see, let me know. And I probably will consider your suggestion. So goodbye.